Karl Konrad and welcome to Australian Immigration News, proudly brought to you by Australian Immigration Law Services here in Sydney. Today's Australian record low unemployment figure of 3.5%, the lowest for the last 50 years, and the skills shortages means that many Australians are embracing the prospect of significantly increasing migration numbers. However, the Federal Treasurer Jim Chalmers warns that it is not the only possible solution to our economic problems. On the ABC's Radio National Breakfast program this week, he outlined his stance on the future of migration intake and how it will benefit the country.
If you're just tuning in, I'm speaking with the Treasurer Jim Chalmers and you're listening to ABC RM Breakfast. Business wants to include a temporary 2-year increase in skilled migration to increase it to 200,000 places a year. Do you think that's reasonable?
Well, certainly I think as we emerge from that period of COVID where the migration tap was largely turned off, that should be an opportunity to think about the best mix of migration as the program gathers speed again. That's something we're talking with business about, talking with unions and others about, community groups as well, because we've got an opportunity to get this right, to get the migration settings right. But again, I would caution people against thinking that migration is the solution to all of our economic challenges. It's part of the story, but it's not the whole story.
However, when pushed about the labour shortages and the serious impact it was having on the Australian businesses, he agrees that the temporary boost in migration numbers is the way to go.
But right now, business is dealing with acute labour shortages. Everyone in Australia knows it. It's our lived experience of turning up to any business and limited hours being available. This is a huge issue. A temporary increase like that, do you think why it might not deal with all of the longer-term issues that you identify, has a place to try and deal with what are really some devastating stories that are emerging out of the economy?
First of all, I completely agree that labour shortages and skills shortages are a real handbrake on the economy. They are one of the biggest issues that we're dealing with. And I know that my colleague Claire O'Neill, working with Andrew Giles and others, is grappling with these sorts of issues. How do you get the near-term settings right in the context of these really quite extreme challenges we have in our workforce? And how do you have a sustainable long-term program as well, which serves our national economic interest in a way, that doesn't pretend that we can do everything with migration when skills and participation and childcare and investment in industries, a future made in Australia, the care economy, all of these other areas are just as important.
So we can see the government has a lot on its plate to get the migration intake numbers just right. But will dramatically increasing the intake numbers be the saviour of this country's problems? Well, let's hope it will. One thing's for sure, in the next 2 years will be a great time to start thinking about migrating to Australia. We will bring you more updates on Australian immigration news as it comes to hand. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of these new updates. And we don't only give you the latest news. On our channel you will find over 100 videos on various visas Australia has to offer. So lots to keep you busy. As always, take care out there and I'll see you next time. So bye for now.